How's everybody doing up there? How you? Okay, there was this thing I was just looking at this thing. It was kind of funny, but I thought, hey, you know what? Why not, right? And it's by Daisy Luther via the Organic Prepper. Okay, and it's called "It's Not Fair." Smart people need to check their cognitive privilege. So there's a new kind of privilege in town, and if you suffer from it, you can't help it any more than you can help your skin color or your gender. Okay. Although of late, gender seems to be completely open to debate and have nothing to do with biology. So, if you're an intelligent person, you have cognitive privilege, according to a Daily Ireland. Well, that's just really not fair, is it? Okay. With all the privileges out there that need to be kept in check, may God help you if you are white, male, attractive, and smart. Okay, because you're public enemy number one to the social justice set, you privileged scumbag. Okay. I'll let the author, Dan Williams, explain cognitive privilege because I couldn't possibly do it justice in a summary. We now know that intelligence is not something we have significant control over, but it's something we are born with. We are living in a society in which success is increasingly linked to one's intelligence. And this is not to say that intelligence is the only factor that's important. All that's implied is that below a certain threshold of intelligence, there are fewer and fewer opportunities. Okay, these opportunities are being shifted upward to jobs that require heavier cognitive lifting, or else are being replaced by robots. Thus, the accident of having been born smart enough to be able to be successful is a great benefit that you did absolutely nothing to earn. Consequently, you have nothing to be proud of for being smart. Okay. So, in other words, if you're not that smart, your job may be taken by a robot, and that isn't your fault. I assume that this will eventually lead to the assumption that if you're cognitively disabled, the world probably owes you something because we're all about fairness in the United States, right? Right. Furthermore, if you are smart, in the wise words of former President Obama, you didn't build that, he said. You just hit the genetic lottery and should be humbled and perhaps a little embarrassed as opposed to proud. Well, I don't know. I just thought that was kind of funny, you know. And then it goes on and on and yada, 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 yada. Disregard the fact that you could do something about your lack of cognitive privilege. Okay. Yeah, and I don't know what that would be. Of course, none of this takes into account the possibilities we all have to improve our lots in life. Between libraries and the internet, opportunities abound. Sure, sure, sure. On any topic, you can learn more. Sure, sure, sure. Not really disputable. Perhaps you won't end up being a neurosurgeon, but what is stopping you from being an expert on some other topic that perhaps takes a brain with common sense as opposed to book sense? Well, that's funny. I'm not thinking of any examples right offhand. But anyways, that's just a funny concept. Cognitive privilege. It's a joke. And it also might be, I mean, clearly we have cognitive deficits or surplus, depending on what time of the day it is, maybe. So how's everybody doing out there? Have we got any viewers / listeners? Yeah. Anyway, that was just a stupid thing. I thought we'd try that just for a minute. I thought it sounds great if you put it on 1.5 speed on the playback, that way it's not so slow. You know what I mean? As if I was talking loud enough. It's really loud in here. This big old machine, and it's really warm in here. Anyways, thanks for listening, and we will have to do again.